Hi everyone, I'm Diana Adams, and I'm here as the Executive Director of the Chosen Family Law Center, a nonprofit that supports queer and trans people in this city with legal services, and has been advocating for legislative drafting, including the trans support law pending before the New York City Council right now. Contact your city council member to tell them to pass it. Is this louder?
Better.
Is this better? Excellent. And I'm here as an attorney advocate for survivors of sexual violence. Like me, I am one of many women, 1/3 of women, who are survivors of sexual violence. Who else here alongside me? Who else here alongside me says me too? Me too. Me too. And I'm here as the granddaughter of a woman who had to petition for years for the right to divorce her abusive husband in the 1940s. Like 5 states right now are pushing for no-fault divorce to return to trap abusive women in marriages right now. And my other grandma had to sneak to New York City to express her queer identity and tried to live with her female partner until her female partner was institutionalized long-term and my grandmother killed herself. There are many states across the country who are trying to bring back those kinds of laws to repress queer people, and we will never go back.
No. Never. Going back. We're not going back.
We're not going back. We're not going back. We're not going back. We're not going back. We're not going back. We're not going back. Okay, great. Is this one best? All right, 3rd time's a charm. Did someone hold it for me? Yes. Thank you so much.
We're not going back. We're not going back.
So as my mother told me, I'm here as the daughter of a mom who didn't have a bank account in her own name until she was in her 40s, because women couldn't have a bank account or credit card solo until 1974.
Shame!
And my mother always said, have your own money so you're safe to leave a man, because she had known not being safe to leave a man. And as an attorney, I will tell you, our rights are new and they are fragile. And we need to fight to defend them. Because in the words of a woman who should be our president right now, we are not going back.
We're not going back. We're not going back. We're not going back. We're not going back.
And I'm here as the mother of a 9-year-old daughter, and I will be damned if my daughter and your daughters have to fight for the same rights our grandmothers fought for. U.S. women fought for 73 years for the right to vote, often in this very spot, marching in the same footsteps that we are marching in. Until 1920, when they had the right to vote just over 100 years ago. And I'm wearing the newsprint of the 73 years of news stories about them being right here in this spot doing the work that we did, because we are part of that history. We are connected to these sister ancestors, and you can call on their power and feel their hands on your shoulders whenever you need them, telling you keep going, do not let us go back. And we are here as part of Women's Day, a worldwide day of unity, which was inspired by these suffrage marches right here in New York City in 1908. And we're part of that worldwide movement of solidarity, all gathering with our sisters worldwide. We can feel their energy with us, and we send them all of our support and solidarity. Because we all know that fights for women's rights are often a fight against authoritarianism. When authoritarians take over, they target women, as they did in Afghanistan, as they did in Poland, and as they now do in the United States. We will not allow it, because women are also the leaders who are the leaders in toppling authoritarianism in Bangladesh, in Syria, and we will be here. Women in the U.S., this is our moment to stand up for our democracy. We stand with the black women of America, who've been marching since before Selma, which was 60 years ago yesterday, to bring us the Voting Rights Act. They've been talking about this for years. White women, we need to do a better job listening to them and stepping up alongside them to fight for justice. We stand with our Latina and migrant mothers, whose families deserve respect and human rights. As women and mothers and humans, we must rise up and demand that never again will mothers and children be separated in the United States of America. immigrants and trans people saying you need to have a birth certificate in your current name to prove your citizenship and vote, but which would disenfranchise 69 million women who've taken their husband's last name and could be turned away from voting. Because attacks on immigrants and trans people are attacks on women. This is all one fight. And we stand with our transgender sisters who are under threats to bodily autonomy just like us. The right is trying to demonize trans people as if they are a threat against women and girls. Is the trans woman sharing a bathroom with you the reason that you're afraid right now? No. The right is the threat to women and girls. They're trying to distract us by pitting us against each other. We will never allow it. Just this week, we defeated the so-called Protection of Women and Girls Act that, under the name of trying to protect us from trans women, would allow girls to be subjected to invasive and traumatizing genital exams. Bills against trans women harm cis women too.
Yes.
We are stronger together. And whatever your gender, whoever you are, and to our male allies, if you want your freedom, your bodily autonomy, and your democracy, we need you to stand up right now for women. We need you to stand up right now for trans people. And we need you to stand up right now for our immigrant neighbors. Because as my friend Jay said, they come for us first, but they will come for you next. And we will not let it happen. We are in unity with our sisters throughout the world and throughout history when we say, we are not going back. We are not going back. We are not going back.